Come on, mama. A little bit rain out here. Yeah, man. Just been scrolling through the YouTube universe, the YouTubeverse, and man, there's a lot of just dissension going on right now between humanity, the men and the women. I was talking a little bit about this, and today my day kind of started off rocky. Y'all guys ever had those days where you just everything just seems like if it could go wrong, it will. Your mood is kind of off, and kind of had one of those days today, guys. Um, just felt like, you know, everything just felt negative. I think it's probably because I'm watching so much of that stuff on YouTube. Sometimes you got to cut out some of that content you watch on YouTube. I guess as a therapist, I be calling myself doing research and trying to get some insight into people's psychology and what's going on. And yeah, man, it's just a lot of, I don't want to say negativity because it's a little bit of that, but it's also people just being honest, with themselves and the reality of the situation. I feel like sometimes when people say negative, it kind of dismisses their honesty. It's like, oh, you're just being negative, get over it. Look at the bright side of your suffering, but people are just kind of calling it like it is. Human beings are not dumb. And people are starting to really wake up to the games. And I was just thinking, like, man, are we going through like a divine punishment? Is this like a divine punishment? It talks a lot about how we're going to reap what we sow. We reap what we sow. So I'm thinking that even applies to humanity, not even just individuals. Sometimes when we think about reaping and sowing, we just think about the individual. We don't think about the collective. Hello, how you doing, Macy C? I'm wondering if humanity is sort of reaping what we've sown. We've sown a lot of hatred and dissension, and like as a collective, we need to look at reaping and sowing too, not just as individuals. Sometimes we'll look at individuals and be like, yeah, you're just reaping your karma, and she's a single mom or he's a single dad because of their karma and what they did. But it's like, what about the collective karma? People don't really talk a lot about that. Like, what about the group karma? I feel like there's like a divine punishment going on. Hey, what's up, Rustin? It feels like a divine punishment. It really does. And the reason why I say it's divine, and I'm gonna articulate this in the best way, is because the stuff that we're suffering over, if we say anything about it, we look crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we look crazy. If you try to complain about, it's like a divine punishment when you try to complain about it, but it makes you look bad, but really, you're really right. But you can't really say nothing. I appreciate you, Rustin. Thank you for liking and subbing. You can't say anything about it. Like, for example, I feel like, and this is just an example, I love my kids, I love my babies, but it feels like this new generation of children, they just feel like they just have this authority to do as they please. Even if you've been parenting these kids right, doing the right thing, maybe you're a parent that just goes above and beyond, but sometimes it's just not enough. And if you complain about them kids to somebody, like, man, I just feel like I'm doing the best I can for my kids, but they just keep going left. Shit, I don't know what to do, and they're gonna look at you like, well, it's because of you. It's because of your parenting. And oh, thank you so much, Rustin. I appreciate it. Honestly, I hope I don't become famous, because it's, that comes a lot. I appreciate your blessing and your positivity. There's a lot comes with fame in this generation, but You know it's a divine punishment when you want to complain about it, but then it turns on you like you're the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got men and women complaining about just the realities of just human nature, and they're right. But they go and complain about it, they're looking at people looking at them like, well, what did you do? You know, like, what's your role in it? You know, when I meet with people in counseling, I like to think that when they have certain concerns, we out here just enjoying the rain, man. I don't want to have her just sitting up in the house, but then I don't want her to get sick in the rain. When people come to counseling, I would like to think that they're not just coming in there without taking responsibility. You know, counseling is a lot of responsibility. So when people come in and they have valid concerns, I'm not looking at them like, oh, well, shit, it's because of you, you know. It's like, well, yeah, you have a role in the issue too, but sometimes there's just certain realities. Oh, thank you so much for being a fan. And people are not wrong for speaking to the realities of the situation. You're not wrong. If you notice something and it's just not right with your spirit, you're not the problem. If you see something and you're like, man, this just doesn't seem right, more than likely it's not. You know, it's not. And you're not the problem for acknowledging that. I know sometimes some people will make you feel like you can't even go to them about your problems, because then they're going to look at you like the problem, or they're going to say you're negative. You know, it's like, man, negativity has a lot to do with your disposition. Some people are negative because they just, you know, even if there was a positive in the situation, they're not going to acknowledge it. That's negative. Where there is strength and beauty in the misery or the pain that you see, but you just don't even want to give it credence, you know? That's negativity. It's like a dispositional issue, you know? But if you're just pointing out the realities of human life, it's like, shit, that's not always just being negative. You're just calling the facts, you know? Yeah, it rains a lot out here in Hilo, so it's and I love it. And sometimes, you know, yes, it's a very hard time. I appreciate you. You're a good person for going live and talking to people having, yes, life is hard, man. I think it just hit me today. I was waking up. It's just me and my daughter today. You know, I'm just helping mom out, giving her mother a break. You know, sometimes mom need a break, man. You know, sometimes mothers need a break. It don't mean that they don't love their kids. It don't mean that, oh, you know, sometimes moms need a break, dads need a break. Right, don't feel bad about yourself. It's okay to acknowledge your suffering. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, sometimes you have to acknowledge it in order to build a certain tolerance. When you ignore the suffering, thank you so much, I appreciate it. Yeah, she got a lot of energy. It's my baby. Say hi, mama. Hey. Yeah, we're out here getting wet, just enjoying the rain, you know. What better place to get rained on than Hawaii, you know? When you acknowledge your suffering, acknowledge your pain, it doesn't mean you're just a negative person. It just means you're self-aware, you know? Sometimes people don't even want you to acknowledge your pain. That's why so many people go to counseling and therapy, because they can't talk to their parents about it. They can't talk to their friends because their friends are looking at them like, oh, well, it's because of you. No, it ain't because of you. It's because you live in a situation that there is a historical, you know, karma that we're dealing with as a collective. We're dealing with collective karma right now. I believe that. Oh, my man, he out there surfing in the rain. I don't know if y'all can see, he turned a negative to a positive. He like, shit, the hell with this rain. I'm about to get on this surfboard. I love people like that. It's like, shit, you know, it could be raining or he out there on the surfboard. Shit, he ain't letting the rain stop his day. But yeah, like, I think we're dealing with like a collective karma. Like all this stuff that our ancestors sowed before us, you know, we sow. I think it's just all coming to a head because there's just so much suffering right now. You know, people don't believe in love anymore. You know, And my thing is for the men, it's like if you don't believe in women no more, you don't believe in relationships anymore, why keep talking about it? People will talk about how much they can't. Oh, that's dope, man. I have a friend, his dad died like a week ago and I helped him out. Yeah, man. Sorry to hear that, man. I'll be praying. I hope God gives your friend comfort and through God gives him grace and comfort, man, through his loss, man. It's really sorry to hear that. Morning. But yeah, you bring them stuff. Oh, that's dope. Yeah, for all people who are dealing with losses and maybe your friends got parents that passed away. Sorry to hear that, man. You know, um, when you lose a parent, man, it's like sour grapes. The desire is still there. You ain't never lie. Yeah, you ain't never lie. It really is. Yeah, we just, you just gotta do your best. Say hi, mama. You just have to do your best to stay Scott. Yeah, sorry to hear about his loss, man. Yeah, I'm noticing that like dudes go on YouTube, man, and they talk a lot about how, oh, these women are unsalvageable, and don't date, don't love, and they talk about it like over and over and over again. It's like if you're done with women, you don't believe in women, you don't believe in marriage, you keep then just one or two times is okay, but if you got to make 10 videos about it, apparently you still believe in women. It's like, why keep talking about it? Why keep stressing it? It's like the more you talk about it, really, it's like you're trying to convince yourself because a part of you probably don't believe it. He says, I think some of that red pill manosphere stuff and feminist stuff, the whole gender war is the same. Yeah. And I'm not saying their thoughts and ideas are not valid, but do you guys notice that they do like 100 videos on it? It's like, man, how many times you got to repeat it? And it's like, if you got 100 guys making 100 videos about the same topic, it's like, who are you really trying to convince? It's like people who got to keep talking about it over and over and over and over again. A lot of times it's because they're not really fully buying into it. So they got to keep looking at it from all these different angles to make themselves feel better. People who really done with men or women, they probably say it one or two times, and after that, they're done. They're just like, to hell with them, But when you find yourself making like 50 videos about it, it's like, man, go out there and go find you a good woman, man. It's just, but I do believe collectively as a human race, man, we're definitely reaping what even our ancestors sowed. Sometimes God is like a patient God. So your ancestors might sow negativity or sow ill will, but they might not be alive to deal with it. In the scriptures, it talks about how it'll hit you the third, fourth generation of your seed. The sins of the father passed on to the children, to the sons. So just because your ancestors sin don't mean that they're gonna in that lifetime reap a lot of what they do. That shit might not come down, man, until like 50, 100 years. So that's why it's so important for us as adults to be real mindful of how we treat people, how we treat the environment, all of that, because you may not suffer, but your children's children gonna suffer, or other people's children. Because right now I feel like we're living not only with the sins of what we do, but even our ancestors, man. It just feels like that, because it just feels like we're holding a lot of pain from shit we didn't even really do or create. But yeah, man, I just woke up today and I just started to think about like just how hard life is. Hawaii, I'm out here in Hilo, went to the grocery store. I guess I forgot how expensive things was, because you get so positive in Hawaii, you don't really want to think negative. I went to the grocery store, guys. I probably bought all of like 8 things. That shit came to like $133, and it just hit me. I'm just like, damn, like, I understand we're like on an island and everything got to get shipped out. And so my mom's dad died a year ago, and she has talked to some friends. That's good that she has some friends that she could talk to, man. Praying for your mom. Sorry about your loss, about her loss and your loss too. Yeah, we're losing a lot of people. A lot of people are dying, at a young age. I look at 60 and 70 as young. People are dying like in their 60s and 70s. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. That's why you gotta cherish this life, man. You gotta really cherish and value this lifetime. We gotta, it could be going like that, man. It could be going like that. We gotta. I was younger, man. I grew up in Detroit, so I can't tell you guys how many funerals I went to. These cats, these brothers are just like in their 20s, you know, and gun violence, and these guys weren't even gangbangers. They were just everyday dudes and getting caught in the crossfire, you know. And I was tired of it, man. I think when I first signed up for the military, I had to go to a funeral from one of my close friends getting killed, and I was just like, damn, I haven't even got to really enjoy the military, you know. Already here at a funeral, you know. Said her mom was in a crash and passed away when my mom was 15. Wow. Brother was in the Air Force. Oh, that's dope, man. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Yeah, you don't know what people could be going through. That's why I try to not even make eye contact with people too long. You know how sometimes you go out, people just be staring at you. I try not to even stare at people, because I don't know what they dealing with, what they going through, or what they dealing with, you know. So I try not to even bring any bad energy, you know. I'm just like, if they acknowledge me or they say, hey, you know, I'll acknowledge them, but I try not to even make people feel uncomfortable. You know, sometimes some people just don't even want to be looked at. You know, they just like, let me go get my stuff and just leave me the hell alone. Yeah, these some crazy times, man. Sorry about your guys' losses, man. You know. Yeah, I wanted to take my little one out. She chilling. I'm about to go, but if you feel bad about yourself, know I love you. I love you too, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I guess I did kind of wake up feeling bad about myself, and then just feeling bad about everybody. I was just like, damn, like, I love you too, Rooston. I appreciate the love, man. God bless you, man. Some good people on here. Hello. Yes. I did kind of wake up feeling bad, man. I'm just like, damn, like, life is hard, man. I think I got spoiled. I was making a decent income, and you know, I had it good, guys. Like, I took it for granted. Oh yeah, keep your head up, man. Stay positive. We all dealing with it, you know. And this isn't me complaining or saying I don't got things to be grateful for or thankful for, but life is hard, man, and we gotta. There's nothing wrong with speaking to that, and you're not negative for just calling it like it is, you know. I'm in counseling with some clients, and they telling me how hard their life is. I'm just like, yeah, man, I get it. Yeah, you said I'm only 10. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you could be 10, 12, 13. You know, it's not, you don't have to be licensed to drive to see pain. I'm gonna move over here from the smoke a little bit. Enjoy your smoking though. I used to smoke, man. I sure could use a joint. How I'm feeling right now. Oh really? Oh, I got you. Thank you for your service. Yeah, Oh, I see. No, I get it. Yeah, I just quit smoking weed and drinking like last year. I've been clean about 8 months, but I was smoking every day, man. Smoking, drinking, and just trying to. It was just something I just enjoy doing, you know. And a part of me still enjoy it, but I just think, you know, I just kind of.
The only habit I kept was tobacco.
No, I got you. I got you. It's all good. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's your life, man. All right, man. Have a blessed one. Appreciate you. Can you go live tomorrow so I can watch? Yeah, I try to go live every day. I try to go live every day because I haven't been able to post consistently. So I try to go live. All right. Goodbye. Have a blessed day, man. Yeah, I try to go live every day. I know, Mama. As much as I love rain, it's kind of a bummer, man. When you, hey, how you doing, brother? You looking good, man? You looking good. You about to go for a walk?
Yeah.
Nice.
We'll check out the flea market.
Oh, okay, nice. Have a blessed one, man. I appreciate it. Good seeing you.
Yeah, yep.
Hope you have a good day too. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, we just got to stick together, man. You're not negative for calling out the pain, man. I see it too. And I'm not a negative person. I try to be positive, but you're not negative if you notice the suffering, if you notice the unfairness. You're not negative. You're intelligent. You know, it takes a lot of courage to be able to call out suffering. Some people would just rather not even deal with it. Look how far that got us. At least if you could see it, maybe some lifetime you'll come back and be the solution. You know, if you can see it, it's a blessing to be able to see. You know, think about that. Some people can't see. You know, it's a blessing to be able to have vision. So if you can see it, you can change it. You know, that's half of the work that I'm doing in therapy is just getting people to even recognize the problem. You know, if you can see the problem, if you can recognize it, you know, you're part of the solution. That's half of the battle right there. It's just, hey man, you know what? I recognize that I'm drinking too much. I recognize that I've been, you know, not faithful to my wife, not faithful to my lady, my girlfriend, and I haven't been the best dad. You know, I notice it. That's a blessing to see it. Then after that, once you sit with that long enough and it stirs up your spirit, you're like, you know what? I can't live like this. And then that's when the change happens. But if you dodging it and avoiding it, it's like you can't heal pain that you ignore, and you can't give compassion to pain that you're dodging. You know. So yeah, man, just some thoughts, man. Today it's just life is hard, and keep your head up, guys. Like, keep your head up, stay strong. You know, God ain't put us through this suffering for no reason. Everything's gonna work out to our good, you know. Yeah, it's really coming down, man. Yeah, it's gonna work out for our good, you know, I believe that. So yeah, just out here enjoying the rain. Sometimes you gotta dance in the rain, you know. So just, you know, I don't want her to get sick, so being cognizant. But it's so warm out here in Hawaii. Even when it rains, it feels good, you know. It feels nice. Yeah, mama. But yeah, there's wisdom in suffering. You know, you grow, it builds character. See a lot of people who dodge a lot of negativity and pain, and it's like they're not spiritually mature, you know, to handle the battle. They're not ready for the battle. Hey, mama. She like, Daddy, look, I'm tired of just sitting around. You know, what we doing? She one of those go babies. I know. I know, mama. Yeah, I guess I'll take her inside and try to make the most out of the day. Thank you for waking up today, even feeling bad about yourself and talking to other people about life. No, I appreciate it. Yeah, man, try to guide people and give them wisdom and encouragement that it's okay to have bad days. Every day is not going to be good. You know, every day is not going to be a positive day. Every day you're not going to be so spiritually enlightened. Some days you're just going to be like, man, this sucks. Yeah, mama. Salute to my single parents, man. Like I'm seeing having my baby every day, man. It's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work being a single parent, man. That's something you don't want. Young people, if you want to have a family, take your time, man. Take your time. Make sure you got somebody that you can last with, and it's a genuine connection. Because it's really going to be up to you and your partner. If you guys are not going to make it work, it's going to really be hard for you guys having kids with no family and being a single parent. Because we need more people like you. You know, I appreciate you, man. It's a lot of people like me out there. You know, it's a lot of people. I appreciate you. How about resting? All right, mama. All right, mama. I just didn't want you to come out here in the rain too strong. Yeah, over here in my apartment. Yeah, every day is not gonna be a positive day, man. Some days suck. You know, I kind of felt like that today. I'm just like, damn, like this is rough, man. But there's beauty in it. You know, we got the flowers, smelling the flowers. I have a roof over my head. You know, at least I'm not sleeping in the rain, right? I'm in beautiful Hawaii. A lot of people would love to come out here, you know. Yeah, mama. All right, you guys have a blessed one. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this little one. I'll probably come back on again later on today. Probably let me see how if the rain is a little bit softer. Let me see if I can go back out. Yeah, it's not that bad. We're over here in downtown Hilo. Out here. Just going for a walk, getting some air. Taking her out. Probably might let her play in the rain a little bit just to get her out the house. It's not good for these energetic babies these days to sit in the house and they start destroying everything in the house. Yeah, take them out, man. But yeah, it's okay that you're not negative for acknowledging reality. It's just negative if you stay there. You know, negativity is when you acknowledge the pain, and that pain is a place where you set up camp. Yeah, we gotta also look at the positives. You know, the good thing about this is the more people are able to recognize what's going on, the more in common we share. People think we're so different, and differences can separate. You know, differences can separate. But when we can kind of see the commonalities and what we're dealing with, and we can all kind of agree like, hey, yeah, this is tough. That's one more thing we have in common. You know, and it's also a blessing to be able to see the problem. Some people are in really unhealthy lifestyles and unhealthy situations, and they don't even see it. You know, they can't. You're going up to them like, hey, don't you know smoking to hurt you? Or, you know, don't you know? There's a little turtle right there, guys. Y'all see it? He out there getting his little morning swim in. I wish my camera was a little clearer. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, you always see a lot of turtles out here swimming. Turtles love Hawaii, man. Look, even the bird is tired. The bird is looking like, man, look, I'm done. I'm done. Yeah, yeah, turtles, they love swimming at this little river. I can't think of what the river's called. They sure love coming out here, though. Don't wake up feeling bad about yourself, because you know you need to know I love you. Yeah, man, I appreciate you. You got a really great mindset. Love you guys too, man. Praying for you guys. Little waterfall down there. Yeah, rain slowing down, so yeah. Don't get too stuck on the hate. That's why I gotta cut down watching these YouTube videos about, you know, don't get married and don't be in a relationship. And it's like, I used to think like that too, but I had to kind of outgrow that, man. Like, if you're gonna stay single, stay single. If you want to get married, get married. But talking about it every day is not gonna change people who still believe in love. You know, when you're in a loving relationship and when you're taking the risk of loving somebody, you accept that they're not perfect. You know, love is, that's what we're losing in this generation, is the love. You know, that's why I love believing in God, because God loved us, and look at how much pain and hurt we cause people, and he still loves us. He still gives us an opportunity to, you know, come back to him and do the right thing. You know, you got to understand what love is if you're going to take a chance on women. This is for the men. If you want to take a chance on a woman, you got to believe in love, man. A lot of y'all definitions of love is distorted. You know, when you're dealing with a human being, you don't know what people are going through, what these women are coming from. A lot of times there's trauma, there's abuse, or there's just miscommunication or unclear expectations in these households. You know, parents they're not given a rule book, you know, on how to raise kids. These kids don't come with instructions. I mean, the Bible is a great foundation and a good format, but we need to have speakers and preachers to articulate it in a way that speaks to us, you know. And love is just sort of accepting that, you know, she's not going to be perfect, you know, and I might have to be patient. I might have to take a risk. I might have to be forgiving, you know. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's a lot that comes with loving a person. You can't just expect people just to have it all together, you know. It's like people don't love is, you know, you got to even be chosen to love, I believe. You know, some people are not built, you know, because you got that stinking thinking. You're identifying too much with that stinking thinking, you know. You're identifying too much with it. You know, love is courage. It takes courage to love. You know, ain't no marriage perfect. Ain't no relationship perfect. We can all complain. You know, we could all complain. I think they're doing some type of little competition over here in Hilo for the boat races. Let me see how far I can get without being poured down on. We'll see. We're gonna see how far I can get without getting poured down on. Let's see. Yeah, but you gotta take a risk, or be willing to take a risk when you're talking about love and loving somebody. You can't take risk and you don't have it in you, and you have a lot of like resentment and enmity, then it's not gonna work. You know, it's not gonna work. That shit is not gonna work. So yeah, we walking around here. Yeah, like they got some type of event going on. We're gonna see. I'm down here just walking around with the baby. Yeah, it looks like they have some type of situation. I don't know if I want to go all the way down. Let's see. Looks like they have some type of event going on. Yeah, this place is packed. So, down here in Hilo, Yeah, man, I'm down here in Hilo, Hawaii, so a little ways. Little ways, little ways away. Yeah, like they're doing the kayaking event. There's a lot of people out there. I wanna kind of go over here to the water. Oh, you in Arkansas? Nice. Yeah, it's 10:34 over here. What time is it over there? Yeah, like people out there fishing. Nice. Yeah, it's 10:34 here, so it's still early. Still early in the morning over here. Still early. Yeah, we're gonna see there's a little crossing area. Nice. How did you like California? Kind of slowed down raining a little bit. It's like a little mist. A little misty. A little misty out here. You got your little shops and your stores and stuff down here. You got the little bus station. I know, mama. Nice, awesome. Awesome, good that you got to see your grandparents. That's nice, man. That's always a good trip. Seeing grandma, granddad. I grew up with my grandparents, so every day was a good day. I loved it. Ooh, it's busy down here. Y'all see all this traffic? It is busy down here. It's like warm out here, so that rain feels so good, guys. That rain feels so good. 5 flights in a week. Wow, that's a lot. You've been really moving around. That's good though. You get out, travel. Yeah, we're over here at the bus station. We're at Hilo Bay. Yeah, I want to say they got a free bus that goes from Hilo to Kailua Kona until December. You went to Las Vegas? Nice. I still haven't been to Vegas yet. I had a flight there, but I haven't really officially been there. Yeah, I'm just gonna park her over here under this little gazebo looking thing over here. Nice. Texas. Nice. Man, you having a good summer, man. You moving around. You're moving around. And back to Arkansas. Nice. Nice. Yeah, that's a good trip, man. That's a good trip. It's yeah, they got the little bike trail out here. It's pretty nice for all my bikers out there. Rain is kind of dying down a little bit. See the doggy mama? Your brother's getting married this year? Oh, that's dope, man. That's really dope. Congratulations to your brother. Congrats. Hope they have a wonderful marriage and life together. I know, mama. Yeah, guys, I wanna come over here to this little park, let her run around for a little bit. Come on, mama, come over here. Ooh, them waves are strong. You can hear them. I wish I could get over there, guys, to see the waves. They got everything kind of fenced up. We don't come playing over here under this tree. Thank God for the trees. These trees in Hawaii be looking like ancient artifacts. See these trees out here? It's a good way to keep you dry, that's for sure. Let her play out here a little bit. Here, mama. Mama. Hey. Hey. Hey, mama. Yeah, you can just hear those waves. Yeah, they got the farmers market set up over there. Hey, mama. Hey. Hey. Come on. Come on. It's my little ride or die right here. She be riding with me. She be riding with me. Your kids ain't gonna never let you down. You show up, they're gonna always be there. Let's do it, mama. I know. She like, look, I'm not gonna leave my ride now. And she like, I'm not leaving my ride. She always doing that. I have to take this sweater off, guys. I got this sweater on. I have to go. Have a good day. Don't ever feel bad about yourself. Talk to your wife about it if you do. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I do. It's like my best friend. I talk to her about what's going on. I have so much to be thankful for and to be blessed for. That's why, you know, you got to count your blessings sometime when you get real negative and discouraged. Just look at all the things that you have, you know. There you go. You have a blessed day too, man. Congratulations to your brother. Hope you have a blessed rest of your day. We'll probably be checking out of here soon too. I'm gonna take this sweater off. Ooh, it's hot.
I know.
Gosh, take this sweater off. She out here having a ball. Kids don't really need a lot to enjoy life. You know, they just happy to be here, you know. That's one thing I love about my kids, especially when they babies. They just happy to be invited to the party. Hey, mama. What's that, mama? I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Bye. Have a blessed one. Nice. We can learn a lot from babies, guys. They just happy to be here. Sometimes as adults, we gotta have certain conditions. Kids, you hot too, mama? You trying to take your pacifier off? Why are you trying to take it off? Why are you trying to take it off? Come over here. Come here. Come here. Guys, I gotta take this Come here, mama. Yeah, I gotta take this I gotta take this sweater off. It is hot. What's that, mama? Here. She love these little things. Here, mama. Hmm. Gotta give you some more. Gotta give you some more here. Okay. She don't want it. Yeah, my man, he just crossed over to the other side. How did he get over there so fast, guys? A little frog. Frog just chilling. How did he get to the other side like that? Maybe they have like an opening. All right. I'm gonna try to walk over to the beach, give y'all a shot of the water of Hilo Bay over here. Try to give you guys a shot of Hilo Bay. Hey, what's up, Roostin? You back? Yeah, I'm gonna leave after I get a shot of Hilo Bay first. I'm trying to figure out how my man, he must hop the fence or something. He must have hopped over. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna walk all the way down there. I would rather drive down there. It's raining. I don't want her to be all soaked going all the way down there. Maybe there's another way I can cross over to the other side down here. I'm sure they did this like this for a reason. Nice, I'm glad, man. Yeah, power up, power up. Yeah, power up, get outside. God blessed us, slow the rain down a little bit so we can get out here and walk around. Yeah, they out here surfing. The surfers like, man, we to hell with that rain. We about to ride these waves, man. I don't blame them. Yeah, surfers, I'm glad I changed their day, man. I'm glad you had a turnaround. Yeah, guys, we're trying to get over here to these waves. I know it's a way to get over here, but see, I got this, my little one, so I don't want to put her in any danger, but I'm sure it's a way we can cross over. I think it's an opening right here. I think it's an opening over here. Let's go check it out. It's a bus station right there. They got the fruit market across the street. Hilo got a lot of stuff going on, man. I like it. That's why I got my apartment down here. They you know, they have events for people every week. I think that's awesome, man. Look at them waves splashing up. Yeah, that's awesome. They got events out here for the people, a little market. It's not too expensive. The grocery stores are what's expensive. You'd be better off just going to the farmer's market, you know, and having your own farm. Really, it's expensive out here at these stores. Yeah, they got a little opening right over here. My daughter, she like to look at the water. Yeah, something smell good. Somebody making some chicken or something. It smell good. Yeah, sometimes it's good, guys, just to get outside, man. I'm gonna have my e-bike shipped out here from California. I got a Wired Freedom, really good e-bike. This is like the perfect e-biking environment, man. I'd rather really e-bike than drive. Looks like they got an opening. Yeah, they got an opening right here. Let's see, guys, is it Is it doable? Look like they got some type of situation going on. Yeah, I don't know if I could take her. Well, look, it's like a little walkway over there. Yeah, like it's like a little walkway. Yeah, it is. Nice. Nice. They got the walkway. Y'all see that? Nice. Money. Come on, my little roller coaster. We made it, guys. We made it to the promised land. Let's see. Yeah, we found a little opening. A lot of people come out here and go fishing. Yeah, I just want to see the waves. The black sand. Yeah, people out here fishing. Yeah, mama. Yeah, there's a lot of people fishing out here. Yeah, we'll probably go back through that entrance. Yeah, we found a little entrance, guys. We can go through. Oh, they even got another one right here. Guys, I didn't even see this one right here. It's easier. Yeah, we got a little VIP right here. All right, guys, you guys have a blessed day. Just my day-to-day. It's okay to point out negativity when things don't go right. It doesn't make you a negative person. Negativity is when you stay in that place. See some of the good out the day. See how we turn this negative into the positive? Brought my daughter out. Took her for a walk. It was raining, and the course of the day was looking kind of. Each day is like a roller coaster ride. You're gonna have some highs and lows, but don't throw yourself off the ride. Stay on. It might get easier over time. All right. You guys have a blessed one. Peace.